Some people are phone talkers, some people are not. I am definitely in the phone talker category. It can be so much fun to sit down and catch up with a good friend or someone in your family, but if you have a difficult time hearing, the fun can tend to go away. So this morning we're so happy to have Dr. Tiffany Ahlberg on the show with Ahlberg Audiology, bringing the fun back. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Julie.
It is true. I mean, we've all experienced things. I talk on speakerphone a lot. So you walk away from that phone and you have to come back and repeat yourself. And it can make a conversation frustrating.
It can.
If you're asking for that repetition because you struggle to hear, it could make you avoid the conversation altogether.
Yeah,
right?
It's very hard. When you have a hearing loss, we're so dependent on visual clues and contextual clues. We get that with the phone, we get the contextual clues, but when we don't have the visual clues, it's kind of hard to fill in the blanks like we can when we're looking at somebody and talking.
So part of what I love, I'll kind of be the spoiler alert for everybody right off the bat, is that Tiffany will talk to you about these phones that are out there, but they're free.
They're free.
That's a great word right now.
Yeah,
free.
It is. Yeah, they're funded by the federal government, but they are free to the end user. So if someone has a hearing loss, we have to document that they have a hearing loss and that they are in actual need of this particular device. But if they are, it's really easy. There's just a form that we fill out and we sign that, hey, this person has a hearing loss. We send it into the company, and there's a few different companies. The two that we work with are Clear Caption and Captel, and they will, within a couple of days, get with that person, set up a time. They come in to the person's home, install it for free, and get it all set up for them and teach them how to use it. And yeah, it's free.
You know, there was a time not very long ago where focusing on the fact that they will come to you and install it would not be that big of a deal, but it seems like the customer service side of our lives has dwindled. That's such a nice feature.
Oh yeah, it is. And then I think it really helps people feel confident in using the phone, just to know that they have that support and help system to get it all set up. And
you have stressed with us in the past that hearing loss now especially affects people of all ages, in their 30s and 40s even on up. But if you are older, it can be difficult to live in the world of apps and new technology. So you have your option of having the app on your cell phone.
Yes.
It's not required, though. You can have just the box base, right?
Yeah, you can have the base. Some people don't like having home phones. They like to use their cell phone. So they do have an app that is available for people who are only using cell phones. And so that's one option. And then they have just a regular phone. It is a corded phone. It's not a cordless phone, but it has a base, and it is exactly like watching closed captioning on the TV. So it has a computer system that transcribes all of the speech between the communicator, the individual, and the person that's listening.
So I'm I'm a literal person, so let me see if I've got this right. If I were going to have this in my life, I don't have a home phone. If I wanted the base, I would need to then have a home phone?
There are companies that have, so they do supply a phone for people that have a home phone, and they also supply a phone for people who don't, and it's internet based. You do have to have internet.
Okay. If you don't have the home phone with one of these, it's a $40 one-time fee. That's it.
So
right?
If you don't have internet and you don't have a home phone, then they can put a special like box in. There's a phone that we can order. It is a one-time $40 charge, and it has all of the features in there so that it's able to do all of the same things, but it works off of a different system than the other one does.
Has this been in place for a long time?
It's been, as long as I've been an audiologist, it's been available, but even I didn't know about it until maybe 7 or 8 years ago, that it was so nice and so easy to get.
What a comfort too, for safety reasons. I mean, I was talking about the socialization part of talking on the phone, and that's very true. But if you need to call and make an appointment with your doctor or whatever, you don't have that barrier now.
And you have a transcription, so if you want to go back and look at something that someone said, then you have that in place too, to say, oh, they said Wednesday at 10:30, or you know, whatever it is that you're questioning or don't have confidence in.
You're not a tech expert, so sorry if I'm asking you questions, but to that point, Does it go away with the next phone call you get?
I think that they have a history.
That's great.
I think it has a history that you can save if you want to.
That's a really, really good feature. And I'm assuming the print is rather large.
Yes. Yeah, there's a couple of different models of phones, and one of them in particular is very large.
Do you begin, is this going to get to be a busy season for you, maybe January even more, when families are together and people begin to notice some hearing difficulties?
It starts in November, right after Thanksgiving, and December is really, really busy. And then also with people meeting their year-end deductibles or using their HSA accounts. So December is very, very busy. So
I know that in all things in life, you kind of get what you pay for. And the intention when you do need a hearing aid, hearing device, is to have it be a lasting one. So you put the investment into it. But we are living in inflationary times. So are there devices of all affordable levels?
Yes, there are devices that, it's a piece of electronic equipment, so it's not going to be super cheap, and it's not going to be $100 if you get something good. But there are devices that are a lot more affordable that still work. It basically what breaks down the price is how they work in background noise. So we try to individualize our recommendation for people based on what their budget is, but also based on their lifestyle and their needs, is how much background noise or how diverse their listening situations are.
So if someone's watching you today and they're thinking, okay, I want to get one of those phones for me or someone I know, if they're not your patient already, can they call and they need to get a diagnosis from you, and then you can take it from there?
Or even if they have a hearing test that they've had in the past, we can use that. We just need to know that they do have a hearing loss so that we can sign it and say that they have that diagnosis.
She tries to make it easy for you, and she smiles while she does it. You can find her and the whole team of Ahlberg Audiology in Cleveland on Ocoee Street. 641-0956 is the phone number. AhlbergAudiology.com online. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.